And we're here with Samantha Camp and Bruce Story. Hi, guys.
Hi.
And we're so grateful that you're going to be a part of Love Letters at Lakewood Playhouse, coming up in August. And I wanted to ask you guys, how did you meet?
Macbeth callbacks.
Yes.
It was over at the, what's the name of that building?
Radio station building.
Right, over there. And I was married at the time, and you were with?
I was with a former.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just kind of, it was weird, we kind of hit it off, and a friend of mine kind of dug him a little, and so there was lots of, let's go stand over there. So,
but we knew each other for that one night.
One day.
Really, for auditions. And then we didn't see each other again for another
8 months?
8 or 9 months.
Something like that.
At which point in time, I was no longer with said previous person.
I was still with the other previous person. And I found him on Facebook. And I messaged him because I remembered him from the thing. And it's like, hey, we were at auditions together. And,
right.
And he's like, I'm very committed in this relationship.
At that point in time, I was in next relationship. I was there.
And I was like, hey, I'm married. It's all good.
Yeah.
I was looking to expand my circle of friends.
Right.
And then we chatted for months.
Many months.
Many months. And then I decided to do Last 5 Years. And I'd heard he sang. I had never actually heard you sing.
True.
But I heard that you sang. And so I'm like, hey, do you want to do this show with me?
And of course, because we're people that jump in with 2 feet, the first time we'd seen each other since auditions, and I said, sure, sounded great. Just for crazy.
And then, so we were just hanging out, we were being friends, we were planning Last 5 Years, and then my marriage, unrelated, ended, and he needed a roommate, and I needed a place to go.
Yes.
So we moved in together, and we were just friends, and we lived together
Some period of time.
2 weeks, 2-3 weeks.
Three's Company kind of friends?
Yeah, well, no, I mean, because we had separate rooms, and we had just started rehearsals for Pinafore, because I had been cast in Pinafore, and they had asked me if I knew any guys, and like, ooh, Bruce could do it.
Completely thrown under the bus.
Completely thrown under the bus, because we needed a guy.
Yeah.
And then, so we were doing Pinafore, we're planning Last 5 Years, we're living together, and we're starting to date. It was weird.
And apparently,
Everybody
knew
knew.
before us. We had no clue. We're like, what? Huh?
We're like, no. He's my non-gay.
Yeah.
That was the plan.
That didn't work very well.
No,
So.
and then one of the girls in Pinafore approached me, and she was like, hey, what's Bruce's deal? And what do you mean? Is he single? And then that was the first time I realized, oh, wait. No, you can't have him. He's mine.
So when was that magic moment? I'm going to ask each one of you individual. I'll start with Samantha. When was that moment that you knew that you wanted to get to know him a whole lot better?
I think it happened a lot sooner than I was admitting to myself. We were friends, and I thought he was very cool, and I wanted him to be happy, and at the time he really wasn't. But he was the last person I wanted to talk to, and he was the first person I wanted to talk to, and so I think probably a couple months before, but he was the tall, bald, sexy dude from auditions, and so it's like, he was just like, it was sort of this passing moment, and we had read together, and I was taken with his presence, I was taken with, he's very sexy, sort of like with the boots up against the wall, and but really, I think fully, I knew I was done. I would see how he was with other people, just see how people responded to him, see how he responded to them, and how he has this amazing tendency to make everybody feel like the most important person in the room. And I don't know, there's something very nice about that.
That's great. And Bruce?
And I have to follow that wonderful story.
Yes, you do.
The moment that I knew, again, it's a hard thing to identify because, there were so many different levels of it. Like you said, first person to talk to, last person you want to talk to. That was months of just realizing, even before we'd actually met up to start doing Last 5 Years, I already knew this was the person that was going to be my best friend, no matter what. And I was sold on that, well before anything ever happened. I think in getting to, probably at Pinafore realizing that, my best times were times with her. Finding the fact that everything I did elsewhere was just kind of, it was there, but I saw her no matter what happened. That just made the day worth it.
And finally, describe your guys' first date.
Have we had one?
We've done everything backwards. Hey.
So we lived together before we started dating, and then everyone thought we were dating before we were dating,
Right.
and then everyone thought we were married before we even got engaged, and then we were actually married off in the paper
Frequently.
before we got engaged,
Right.
which is actually kind of funny because I was complaining that everyone thought we were married already, and that even the paper announced we were married. I'm like, we're not even engaged yet, and I turned around and he's standing there with a ring. So,
Have we, date-wise,
Well,
yeah.
Have you guys ever had a date?
A couple. Life just sort of fell into place.
it was just,
Exactly where it needed to be.
rehearsal.
Yeah.
Rehearsal.
Yeah, we go to rehearsal club together.
Yeah, we've been in a lot of shows together. We've been really lucky in that respect because a lot of couples don't get to work together. But we've done Pinafore, great, Last Five, Don Giovanni, Sweeney,
Right.
Guys and Dolls, Hot L Baltimore, Titus. We're about to do this. Is that it?
Yeah.
But the thing is, you guys don't have to be cast with each other.
No.
you make that very
No,
clear.
we
That's
we've
never
been
been a
really
stipulation,
lucky.
which is funny. We got really lucky that we were able to do so many shows together, which I think in some ways it almost replaced the whole dating scene. Because we were able to spend a lot of time together, see how each other worked with other people,
Yeah,
really
see
sort
how
of
we react to
understand.
other people.
Yeah, really understand everything about each other that way.
Yeah.
So you've fallen in love and dated and
In the theater.
had 90% of your relationship through
In the
theater.
Yeah.
Well, folks, come join them on their date at Love Letters in August, and we'll see you there. Thanks, guys, for your time.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in August, too.
All right.